What it do, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm so excited to bring you guys an update on my second project pan. This is my beauty project pan where I talk about non-makeup items. If you're interested in hearing an update on my makeup project pan, that will be linked down below, as well as my project pan playlist for 2024. On the makeup project pan, I'm updating that every 3 months, whereas this project pan, I'm doing it every month because I feel like I get enough progress that it's okay to go ahead and update this every month. Now, what I'm going to say is by the time that I upload this particular video, I think that the usage on some products will be crucial enough to say that some of these will have been emptied. So I'm going to go based on that kind of expectation. And in the B-roll, you guys will be seeing whether that is actually going to happen or not. So please just bear with me when it comes to that. But with that said, let's just dive on in. Okay, so a handful of disclaimers very quickly, shall we? One, during the month of February, I actually went on a trip. So I did take some of my travel perfumes. So you'll actually be seeing some dents in those, thank the gods. So that is something good. But also you'll be seeing less progress in my creams effectively because of that, at least in the midst of me sitting here today. Like I said, I have a feeling a couple of these creams I will be done with by the time I do an update and actually post this for you guys. So we'll go based on that. But I just want to give you guys some context. Numero two, I have a new job. And so with that job, I don't particularly feel comfortable wearing scented products. It's a medical field. So medical, if you are in the medical field, you really need to be careful on like the types of scents that you wear. Whereas previously I was working in an office. So like, yeah, you need to be careful, but it was a lot more grace in that. Now I'm really focused on pretty much not wearing any scented products to work. So once again, that has drastically changed my usage on quite a few of these products. So please keep all of that in mind. But with that said, let's truly dive on in. Starting off with the Bath & Body Works products. So the first product that I have is actually a spray. And this is a spray that I've told myself I'm going to reach for when I get home from work, or when I put this together, I believe I was still in school. Maybe not. No, I graduated by then. So when I got home from work, and this is the Cozy Evening Scent. This is such a good scent. It's such a relaxing scent. The scent notes here are lavender blooms, fresh freesia, and cozy musk. Now, the reason I put this in is because I found that I wasn't reaching for my fragrance mist very often. Regardless of whether I really enjoyed them or not, it was just not something that I just naturally did. I wouldn't just reach for my basket of fragrance mist and use it. So I really wanted to put one in to really see if it is effectively useful, not only financially, but also like space-wise, to have such a huge collection that I have. If you're interested, I have done a video where I showcase all of my fragrance mists and declutter quite a few as well. So I will try to my best to have that link down below. So this was one of my favorites. And so I decided, let's put this in. This will be something that like on the high end, I will use the more frequently, and then I can see, if I really need to keep all of these fragrance mists that I'm still keeping in the year 2024. I don't think I need to. I have used this, do not get me wrong, but it's not been significant enough, i.e. I don't have a new line that so we'll keep this in. I'm going to keep all of the products that I didn't finish in. Nothing is getting like decluttered or rolled out or anything like that. But this is definitely giving me some more insight into if I do continue to purchase from Bath & Body Works, what I need to pick up and what I necessarily don't need to pick up. If you did not know, I also have two creams in this project, one for day, one for night. I do tend to kind of have two different scents that I like to just kind of gravitate towards during the respective times of the day. For the day, this is the cream that I had in January and initially started this project with, and this is the Among the Clouds. So as I'm sitting here today, I have not finished this. That said, by the time I do my B-roll, and get this up, I know I will have finished this. This is maybe for me a day, two max of body cream. I have some surface area, okay? So it will take me about a day, maybe two, to get rid of this. So this is going to be easy finish for me. And I'm really happy. This was one of those products that, like, because I didn't finish it in the first month and I expected to, I kind of really focused on finishing this. This is not something, once again, that I would put on during the days that I worked. So this has been used exclusively prior to me starting this job, and then also during the weekends. So once again, that's another reason why it has taken so long, but I am still very happy. I'll show you guys the usage. You'll see kind of where I got to by the end of January, and then now you'll see my February update. But yeah, very, very happy with my usage here, and I will continue to, of course, use my day creams in that usage where I'm exclusively using them during the weekends. I'm sure I could use them during the weekday and nobody would feel any type of way, but with my current job, I just don't want to associate these yummy, delicious scents with that and be kind of turned off from using them more. So that's why I'm kind of really hard nosing and really just using unscented lotions right now. As for my night cream, this has been a bit of a doozy. It's taken me some time, and honestly, I'm not sure I'm gonna finish this by the time that we actually get to the B-roll. This is the Sweater Weather cream, and honestly, I don't like this in the cream. I think that this is a little too masculine for my nose now, and it's a bit jarring. I didn't say the notes for the day cream, so let me just back up and do that. So the notes here are wild berry skies and whipped vanilla clouds, in case you were interested. Now for Sweater Weather, the notes here is sun, crisp apple, autumn leaves, and orchid woods. And that woods is just very, very prominent in the cream. It was not as prominent, in my opinion, during the candle or even the spray. So that's honestly why it's taking me so long. I've had enough nights where obviously I can put on cream, but I haven't wanted to. I really haven't. And I've also been exhausted as well. This job is definitely getting the energy from me. And so in those instances, I'm just too tired to put on body cream, even though I have enough energy. And I mean, I'm using the last bit of energy I have to kind of clean myself up. TMI, I know. But anyways, I definitely think that even by the time that I do my B-roll, Sweater Weather will still have significant product in it, unfortunately, but I definitely think Among the Clouds will not. And just preemptively, I am going to roll in Golden Mango Lagoon. This is going to be my next day cream. We are definitely getting into the spring summer months, and I think that this will be a great scent for me to use, not only for my more traditional kind of fall winter scents, but also in those transition spring summer scents as well. And the notes here are sunny mango, saltwater woods, and coral blooms. And this is a really beautiful, I would say more orangey scent, and I really enjoy it. So I can't wait to kind of get into using that particular product. And if you're wondering, all of these products thus far, and then this last one that I'm going to say in just a second, these 4 products are all on my sink. So that's another reason why I'm able to kind of use them a little bit more consistently lately, because they're right there in the spot where I'm cleaning myself up. Last in this kind of rotation, I have my perfume. So this is my night perfume. Like everything else, I have both a night and a day scent, and I've really been enjoying this one. I completely forgot how much I enjoyed this. I ended up picking this up from a sampler set from Sephora years ago, and this is the Penrose Secret Genius. I have had significant use out of this in the month of February. I'm so happy with myself, and I think with this amount of use, I can easily get through this in March. So super excited to see the progress, and I can't wait to see the next update. And yeah, I'm really excited to roll in another perfume. There are definitely perfumes that I want to keep long term and like slow walk, but there are also perfumes in my collection that I won't mind finishing. And although this was the first one for the night, I definitely know that I have some others for night that I can't wait to finish. So very, very excited for that one as well. Now, all of the other products are ones that aren't actually kept in my bathroom. So when I reach for them, it's because I'm actively thinking about it. And so that definitely does play a part in it. I have three full-size perfumes that are in this particular project, and the last two are in this kind of category. The next one I'm going to talk about is Skylar's Honeysuckle Dream. This is a scent, honestly, I no longer like. There's something about that. I think it's the honeysuckle. It's just a tinge bit too sharp to my nose now. And it's just not something that I get enjoyment out of. So I try to drench myself in it at night, or even once I get home immediately. I'll even put it on my bed. And then by the time I go to sleep, I no longer can smell it. It's definitely not something that I would personally repurchase. There's just that sharpness is just appalling to me. I don't think I will get too much more use out of it prior to the b-roll, but if I do, I will make sure to let you guys know on the screen right now. But yeah, this is Skylar's honeysuckle, and I definitely think I'll take a couple of more months before I can get through this particular product. One that I think will be kind of the front and center coming up very, very soon is Marc Jacobs Daisy Ever So Fresh. So this was one of my favorites, and it's also one of the smaller bottles. I believe I picked this up third party from like a Mercari or a Poshmark, and I gotten a decent amount of use out of it, but unfortunately during February I didn't get too much use out of it. So this is definitely something that I hope to get a lot more use coming in March and April, and this will be perfect. This is right around the springtime. This is more of a spring type scent, and I think this will be something that I reach for a lot more frequently, and maybe even this will be kind of my wind down scent instead of honeysuckle to kind of get through another perfume, because you know I enjoy all of these products once again, but like I said, these are products that I'm perfectly happy with no longer having in my collection for various reasons. So as for my travel perfumes, I have 5 in this project, but I only used 3. So I'm only going to talk about those 3 because the other 2, there's really no update. I'm going to leave the best update for last, and we'll start off kind of with the worst kind of progress, if you will. And that is Fleur's Tangerine Boy. This is one of the scents that I have been reaching for a little bit more frequently in this like house, like when I'm actually home, and I really enjoy this. This is a nice kind of bit of fresh air and a little bit of muskiness that I enjoy to use on the weekends. And so yeah, I have a decent amount of usage. With these travel sizes, it really doesn't take much use. You can really get through a travel size in like a week to 2 weeks, at least the way that I personally spray. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if by the time I actually do my b-roll, I'm almost done, if not done. It just kind of depends on how dedicated I am to actually reaching for these during the weekends. But yeah, very, very excited for this Tangerine Boy. And then the second to kind of best progress, and this is something that I definitely think I can get finished by the time that this video goes up, is Fleur's Missing Person. This is a scent that I had previously sprayed and thought was fine, and like I had worn it here and there, but I got quite a few compliments about this when I was home at Charleston for that trip. And so yeah, I really like this scent. It's like a musky kind of everyday scent. It's really nice, no fuss, no muss. It's really, really nice. I think it works great with my body chemistry. This is an extremely small kind of size. I got this in like a sampler set from Sephora. So I can definitely see me finishing this before the update. Honestly, I probably need to top up. I could top up right now and it could be done. So this is easily something that I see myself finishing, and then I will work on Tangerine Boy because that's how few products I have. And because I have that as my second to best update, here is my best update, and this is Bath and Body Works Luminous. So this was the scent that I really reached for during my trip back home. This is what I would dub kind of Bath and Body Works' kind of dupe for Ralph and Victor and Rolf's Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid. I really love that scent, and I've gotten through quite a dip with that scent, and this is kind of what I would consider kind of Bath and Body Works' kind of dupe. You'll see in the b-roll now there's absolutely no product. I wish there was more. During the trip I wanted to keep spraying this and there was just nothing left, so I'm really happy that I was able to take that trip, but also that I was able to get use out of something. I'm so happy that I finally have an empty. I definitely have more travel size perfumes that I probably could bring in, but I think I'm going to stick with the other two that I have. I really kind of want to get through this 5 grouping, and then I will open up some more travel size samples into this kind of project. And just to kind of reiterate the 2 that I have left that I haven't really gotten significant use out of, I have Ellis Brooklyn Sunfruit, which is again another scent that is great for spring and summer, so I'm not too concerned about that one. And this is one that I think once I finish my nighttime perfume, I think I'm gonna start using this a little bit more regularly. And this is Cocoa Musk, the oil. So really excited for this as well. Once again, this is another scent or product that I think could work, and honestly it could probably work for work as well. I find that oils really don't do too much and they just kind of stick with you, so maybe I'll try wearing that to work, and if I don't get too many comments about it, I might make that kind of my work scent of the time period until I'm done with it. So yeah, that is the update. This is a quick and fast kind of project, but I'm really happy with like the usage. And like I said, I have a feeling that quite a few of these I will be able to kind of finish up by the time I update this. So I am so happy about that. If you're wondering about my makeup look today, I did film it. This would have been probably my most recent video prior to this one, where it is my new makeup releases video. I will have that link down below, as well as always I will have everything listed and linked down below that is on my face, in case you just want to know a particular product that is on my face. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else to talk about tonight. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, always feel free to hit those up down below in the comment section. Also, if you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you give this video a huge thumbs up. If you love project pans, I update both of my project pans, I feel like, quite frequently, and I would love for you to go ahead and click that subscribe button. I may not have the most jaw-dropping progress, but this is realistic to me, and yeah, I am excited and still very happy with my upgoing progress for the next couple of months, and of course till the end of this year. So I will see you guys in my next one, and I can't wait to see what that's gonna be. Bye guys.